I think we did some of this last
Yeah.
time. One of the things I like to do is wait until the end to deal with the function part and just stick with the mx plus b that you're used to. This is x and this is y, and these are two sets of ordered pairs. Okay, now maybe you're seeing it differently in the classroom, but this is just a recommendation. We're not going to do that quite yet. Um, so there's two ordered pairs. The first one is 3 comma 2. What is the second ordered pair?
7 comma 14.
7 comma 14. So the first thing you do is you typically determine the slope.
Right.
And here's the slope formula. Could you calculate
14
the
minus
slope for us, please?
2, 7. 3/1.
Okay, so we got 14 minus 2 over 7 minus 3 is 12 over 4, which is 3 over 1, or 3. So now you write the equation y equals 3x plus b. And from here, you have to solve for b. So use one of the ordered pairs. And I would recommend using like the smaller one. So
Mm-hmm.
now you can treat this as x and y. Will you put 3 in for x down here and 2 in for y down here and solve that for b for us, please?
Minus 7 equals B.
All right. Sounds correct. Does not sound correct. Okay. B is not minus 7.
Wait, I thought wouldn't the X be 3?
Yes. Is that what I not did? No, I did not do that. That is terrible. Terrible. Okay. B is minus 7. Very good. So that goes back into this line right here. And you rewrite it as y equals 3x minus 7. And this is where you switch to that function notation. N, x is really n, y is really f of n. Now you could do that all along, but I find it to be difficult for new students to do that. I even like college students, when they have this in their college algebra class, I really suggest doing it this way and just changing at the end. So there's your final answer to part A, we'll say. Well, the first part of part A. All right, now we can verify your equation using f of 7 equals 14. So they're saying, hey, your equation, that's this one that you've worked on, this 7 in parentheses, that's the value of n.
Mm-hmm.
That means to put 7 in for n. So f of 7 means 3 times 7 minus 7.
All right, let me try that.
What does this become?
So on my bottom note, I have F parentheses 7 equals 14, but then where would I go?
Yes.
Or
No,
does
no,
that
no, no.
it
You,
stays
you,
there?
you're,
That
you're,
proves it.
well, you have to actually calculate this. Did you calculate 3 times 7 minus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. What does that become?
21 minus 7 equals 14.
Yes. Okay. Now, just to see if you understand what we're doing here, new question here, could you calculate f of 9 for me, please?
Mm-hmm. 20.
20. Very
Or
good. Okay.
27 minus 7 equals 20.
Right. Perfect. Okay. Now the other style of question, there's two questions you're going to get here. And so the second one is, this is the more difficult one for whatever reason with students. I don't really understand why, but that's what we're going to try and make clear here. So they're telling you f of n equals 38. 38 takes the place of all of this.
So 38
Takes
goes in there.
38 equals 3n minus 7. So before you were putting the number in for n, now you're replacing the left side with that number. And you're now solving for n.
Oh, I see. Okay, let me try that.
Okay,
So
so give that a try, please.
n equals 15.
That sounds pretty good. You got 45 equals 3n, divide by 3, so n equals 15. Very good. Now, just to see if that is clear, okay, let me rewrite the function again. Let's say f of n equals 3n minus 7. And now I tell you that f of n equals 62. So just new numbers. Could you solve for n, please?
Yeah. Wait, but in this case, am I replacing n with, or only on the left side, am I replacing n with 62?
Just on the left side.
Right,
Just on
okay.
the left side.
N equals 23.
You got it. Okay, very good. All right, so let's do a new problem here. Let's say I give you this table n, f of n. So give me a moment here to come up with something really creative. It's not true, I probably won't be that creative. Um, all right, so let's say n is 12, f of n is 30. And 7 and 10. All right, so what we want to do is the same set of steps that you did in the previous problem. And I'll put it, I'll snip in here what I actually want you to do.
Mhm.
I want you to,
Slow.
given the table, well, above, put it here, below, write the equation in point slope form.
Got it.
So forget about that point slope form. That's something else. Just do exactly what we did in the previous problem.
Okay. I got minus 20 over minus 5, so that equals 4, right?
Slope is 4.
Slope of 4, positive 4. All right, so after we get the after we have it, well, I guess this is technically point slope, right? Because it's y2 minus.
It's a small, I'm gonna address it here shortly. I didn't realize that that was that close to these questions, but I'm looking for f of n equals.
Oh, okay.
What is your f of n here? Whenever you're ready. Got it.
Wait, so for f of n, would it just be 4 or?
No, no. Okay. So the steps here, let's go back and let's just number the steps. Okay. The first step is to determine the slope. That's what you've done. You determine the slope. You said your
Right.
slope is 4. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then you write the equation, okay? And then you solve for b, okay? Then the third step is to rewrite it where you're putting in, instead of x, you're using n, instead of y, you're using f of n.
Right.
So right now, here's what you have. You have m equals 4, y equals 4x plus b. So you have to use one of your ordered pairs to solve for b. And then,
7 and 10.
sure. So go ahead and use that to solve for b.
So where would 7 and 10 go though in this equation? Or like,
So let's go back to the previous problem because it's always about going back to something that we've already done before. Here is your ordered pair, 3, 2. Where did it go in this equation? You even pointed out correctly that I substituted in for the wrong number.
2 went first, and then
2 went in for y because it was the y value, and what
right,
went in for
and then the
3?
x went right behind. Oh, I see. So it'd
So
be
that's,
7 equals
yes,
7
7
equals
equals, and I'll go
4,
down and
7 equals 4 parentheses 10 plus b. 7 equals 4 parentheses 10 plus b.
okay. So go ahead and solve that for
Minus 33.
uh sorry, I misheard you. Okay,
Minus 33.
your ordered pairs are 12, 30, 7, comma 10. Which is x and which is y?
The 7 is the x, and the y is the 10.
So I heard something different though when you went and solved this. Go ahead and try this one more time.
Well, I haven't. I thought the 7 came first because I thought the
Well,
7.
well, well, it does come first in the ordered pair, but it's the x value, the x value. So you have to, that's why you want to really like put it as the x value. You want to like write x underneath so you know that it's the x value.
All right, so in the actual equation, the y value comes first.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're putting the number in for wherever it appears, but yes, y comes first in
Oh,
the
okay.
equation.
Okay. Minus 18.
B equals minus 18. That goes back into this line right here. So that's y equals 4x minus 18. Now, how do we switch it to the function notation? What did we do in the previous problem to do that?
We only replaced the uh
What did x become? What did y become? Okay, did you write down anything for the previous one?
Yeah, it becomes,
Okay,
well,
like, cause I'm,
for this one, it says minus, for the one above, it's -7 equals B, and then I plugged in the,
yeah, but like right here, these arrows are meant to indicate, okay, X is N, Y is F of N. In the table here, I'm showing you that this is X, this is Y. Like like you got to know now to change this to N and F of N. X is N, Y is F of N, and you're just rewriting.
all right.
So what is the final answer here?
Well, what, I don't know what I'm plugging in here. Like,
You're
so,
not. You're okay. So let's your final. This is your final answer is F of N equals something. Like that's what you're trying to get to. That's what function notation is. So let me write it here. This is your final answer. F of N equals 4N minus 18. That's it.
oh, okay.
What
I had that,
what do
like, no, I thought it was something, wait, I didn't know. I thought I needed to write something totally different, or
you,
I had
right?
that.
So
I just
so what do
didn't
you think the
know.
disconnect is? Like what do you think is the what do you think we're missing here? Because like the we're going to do one more problem, but you know, you I'm suggesting that you use X and Y because that's what you're more familiar with. You might want to actually literally write X and Y so that you know what's X and what's Y. First thing you do is find the slope, which you did correctly. Then you have to write the equation. Your equation has slope in it, but you don't have X and Y. So you use an X and Y to find B. And then once you get down to your final answer, you replace N and Y with F of N. It's 3 steps or 4 steps, whatever you want to call it, but like this is what we're looking for.
Got it.
So B on your paper here is exactly the same. It's a different thing, but like the final answer is something like in the box here. And that's what I'm looking for here. I just want you to give me your final answer. What goes in the box? And I'm only grading what's in the box for this problem.
f of n equals n minus 6. Or not minus 6. Hold on. F of n equals n plus 5.
Okay. Your slope, tell me about how you calculate your slope. What are the ordered pairs that you used?
3 comma 11, 4 comma 14.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to write down for the slope formula. You have something similar written down.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what goes in the numerator.
That's the top number, right?
Yes, yes. Top number. Good.
3,
3 over.
1,
So what is the slope?
3.
Okay. I agree, which means
Yep.
it's y equals 3x plus b.
Mm-hmm. Got that.
I don't see a 3 in your answer. So let's continue. Or let's have you reset here actually. Using one of these ordered pairs, I want you to solve for b. So either like 311 for x and y or 4 and 14 for x and y.
Well, wouldn't that look like 11 equals 2 parentheses 3 plus b?
Which ordered pair are you using? This one,
Yes.
311?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I heard. Maybe you didn't mean that, but it would be, you have to use the slope, which is 3. So maybe you meant 2 because b ends up being 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that. All right.
I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to, not.
All right. So that equals 9. 11 minus 9 equals 2.
B is 2. So how do you want to change your answer?
Um, f of n equals the n plus 2.
Okay, but your equation is y equals 3x plus 2.
Oh, so 3x plus 2.
Can't be an x. We're using n's. So x changes to n. This is f of
3n
n.
plus 2.
Yes. F of n equals 3n plus 2. Okay. Let's try another one. Um, you're really close here, but you got to be able to get this process down. It's not impossible. Um, so let me make up another one here. Here's a new one for you to try. It's a little more difficult, but um, it's the same steps. So just like before, I want you to write the function for it, please.
f of n equals -2n plus 6.
Yes, excellent.
Nice.
All right. So whatever you need to do in your notes to sort of like organize the past few problems, please maybe spend a minute here if you need to. But that is the process for doing that. You will be asked to do something like that in your test or quiz.
Mhm.
So well, so there is one more type of problem I want us to do because I recall it coming up in your class. Let me go and grab it here for you. Um, okay, so that is not it. I'm about to make it up. I don't find it here in the next 10 seconds. There it is. So the other type of problem they tend to give you in this class, which really is out of scope, but they do it anyway, is they give you something like this, and you don't you might notice right away that it is not linear. And if you don't notice that, go from 16 to 4, if you subtract 12, that doesn't work here.
Right.
So this is a multiplication or a division. So to go from 16 to 4, what do you multiply or divide by?
Divide by 4.
Divide by 4. Now, does that work for the next one?
Divide by
4 to
4. Yeah.
Does that work? Yeah, it keeps working here. So, but here's the thing. We don't want to use division. We want to use, instead of division by 4, we want to say multiplication by 1/4.
Wait, so or do we always want to say multiplication and never
Yes.
division? Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So now let me give you the answer and see if you can tell me how I got the answer based
All right.
on what we just said. So this is the answer. Where does the 16 come from in the table? Where does it come from in the table?
Or wait, are you saying like how do we get to 16?
I'm just
From
asking you, where do you see 16 in the table?
on the furthest left of f of
So
n?
to the first term.
Right.
Okay, where did the 1/4 come from?
The last term
Nope. What did we do here?
we multiplied by 1/4.
It's the rule. So what goes in here is called the rule, we'll say. And then this is always there. Okay, so I'm going to give you another problem here, but we're just patterning the answer. We're basically saying, okay, the number goes in front as the first term. What goes in parentheses is the rule, and then it's always n minus 1
Okay.
for now. We can adjust later on if we need to. All right, so here's another table. Let's say it's n, f of n, 32. Oops, you always do that. 1 and 32, 2 and 16, 3 and 8. Okay, so first you need to figure out the rule. What is the rule here?
Multiplying by 1/2.
Multiplying by 1/2. So that's what goes in parentheses.
All right, so it's
The the n minus 1 is always there. And what goes in front?
32.
32. Okay, hopefully you're seeing the pattern here. So let me make another table and have you try writing the rule. I got to change the numbers though.
All right. Alright. 81 parentheses 1/3 close parentheses n minus 1.
Make sure you put that f of n in front.
Oh, right. Got it.
Okay. Any questions, thoughts on that?
Okay. I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Okay. Cool. All right, so let's go back to the pages you sent here, and let's look at 2A. The next grouping of questions are ones that we did in previous lessons, so you can always go and look at those if you're really stuck on how to do these, but we'll get through as much as we can. So on your paper there, could you oh, you don't have this. Do you have this printed?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I can make a graph. It's no problem.
Well, yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's if you can, I definitely recommend printing these. Make a quick sketch of what you've got here. And then what I want you to do is draw a median AM. Doesn't have to be exact, just has to be a median.
All right. I think I have this.
Okay. So your median AM, there's A, M is over here somewhere, so it's some sort of a line like that. You have something
Yeah.
drawn like that?
Yeah. I got around 6.5.
Sure. We're going to find that in a moment here. So to find the median, the first thing is to find the midpoint between B and C.
Right.
Do you remember the formula, or do you need me to write the
Yeah.
formula for that?
Nah, I remember it.
Okay, so give me the midpoint for that. Please just verify that what you have is correct.
Wait, the midpoint is x1 plus x2 over or divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2, right?
Yes, it's an ordered pair.
Yep, yep. Four comma two.
We're using points B and C, right?
Oh, I thought we just said A and C.
We're finding the midpoint between B and C. B is up here, C is down here, because with the median AM, M
Right,
is
right.
between B and C. So yeah,
No, I
give
know
that
that.
another.
That's my bad. I thought we were just two.
It's okay. So we'll try it again here.
6.5.
Yeah. So it's exactly what you said it was. That's what I was a little surprised as well, because you actually, had the right numbers. We're just formalizing it over here. 2 plus 10 divided by 2, 10 plus 0 divided by 2, 6.5. All right. Now, the next thing is to determine the slope of AM. Okay. So you have point A is -2, 4. M is 6, 5. I want you to find the slope between them.
And for that, I'm doing point or like y2 minus y1
Yes, yes.
of B and C.
A and M. From point A to point M,
Oh, okay. Right.
because that's the equation of the line that we're trying to find. A to M.
Uh, 1/8.
Okay, so let's just take a look here. So we have 5 minus 4. That seems correct. 6 minus -2 is definitely 1/8. Very good. All right, now I think you guys often use point slope form,
Yeah.
which is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So notice what you need for point slope form. You need a point and you need a slope. The name tells you what it is. When you play baseball and someone says, hey, did you turn a double play? Does the name tell you what it is?
Mhm.
It does, right? Stolen base. I don't know, you're not literally stealing the base, but you know, it's a stolen, we know what it means.
Yeah.
Point slope form, slope. Do you have a slope?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a point? Well, yeah. Point is A or M. Either one is good. A or M. Doesn't matter. I would use M. That's your X1 and your Y1. So the final answer here is putting those numbers in for M, X1, and Y1. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah. 2 minus 10 equals 1/8 parentheses 10 minus 0.
Okay. What did I say X and Y were? X1 and
Oh,
Y1. Yeah. You got to put
wait,
those
wait,
in
wait.
for,
But my paper is such a mess. That's my fault because I know M is
okay.
5. All right.
No, no,
Give me one more chance. My
M is
bad.
not, yeah, big M, like the midpoint is 6, 5. That's your X1, Y1. Your slope is 1/8.
Right. Well, okay, but then I'm still using point A, right? Which is 2 comma 10.
You have to decide which point are you going to use. Are you going to use M or A? It doesn't matter. You can use A if you want, but you can't use both. You have to use one or the other.
All right. Okay. I'll do
So
that.
so your final answer, like I guess what's not clear is that your final answer has a Y and an X in it, but you're replacing M with the slope, 6 and 5 for X1 and Y1.
Okay. So Y. Y equals -5 equals no Y minus 5 equals 1/8 parentheses X minus 6.
Okay. Right. Okay. Just because we've got limited time here, let's go to the back side. We're gonna go to number 3. I think we can get number 3 done real quick. All right, it says opposite sides of rectangle measure 2x plus 3 and 5x plus 9. Sometimes good to draw a picture, 2x plus 3, 5x minus 9. So opposite sides of any parallelogram are congruent, which means that these equal each other. Will you attempt to solve for x in this example here, please?
X equals 4.
X does equal 4. Very good. Okay, now if we actually wanted the length of the side, we'd have to put that in, here or here. It doesn't really matter which one, but it would be like 2 times 4 minus 3 plus 3 would be 8 plus 3, which is 11. Over here, 5 times 3 minus 9. Sorry, 4. What am I doing here? 5 times 4 minus 9 is also 11. Right. Okay. We can stop there for today. Number 4 is pretty similar. So if you really wanted to do number 4, you could. But